Welcome to the Untitled Podcast where names are hard. I'm Reagan.
This is Aaron.
Let's talk about games.
Let's talk about Nintendo games today.
I'm waiting for Zelda Wii U so freaking hard. It's insane. Smash Brothers comes first. Definitely getting that.
I'm super excited for Smash Brothers, and I'm going to play it, hopefully, competitively, a whole bunch.
Definitely?
That would be
I would like to be a part of that.
We will see.
So, we're both Nintendo nerds, right?
I'll stop doing that.
Yeah, you should stop doing that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Seems fair to state we're both Nintendo nerds. I mean, we jump around all the platforms.
Here's why I'm a Nintendo nerd. Friends come over to my house to play games.
You mean that thing that other systems just don't seem to care about and completely don't acknowledge, like, the benefit of?
Yeah. Split screen play hasn't been fun on a Xbox or a PlayStation since, what, maybe 06? Is when they just decided to drop out of it.
I think Halo 3 was fun with 4 people in one room.
But the same could be said for system linking Call of Duty matches.
I disagree with that. Because you're playing Call of Duty.
Alright, you hate Call of Duty, that's a given. I don't necessarily hate it. Same console, split screen, I haven't enjoyed since Halo 2. Of course, we're only talking about shooters right now, but there's not a lot of other split screen games to play on console.
Do we count the Wii as a console?
If you count tablets as consoles.
I think the Wii has significantly more the same power as a tablet.
It is the same. It's a Tegra 3 chip.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's Amazing Frog split screen, super fun.
Granted. But why is the Wii U better than the Xbox One and the PS4?
They have games. That's a big thing. The fact that there's games releasing on them is a really big thing.
That's right. What?
They have Super Smash Brothers. Super Smash Brothers is always going to be a style of game, at least, that is looked favorably upon.
Yeah, Super Smash Brothers is a fighter, of course. It compares to Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and other things like that.
Actually,
here's where Super Smash Brothers is different. It's so fun for everyone. There's no one who doesn't like Smash Brothers except for dicks. And who plays with dicks?
Actually, that's funny, though, because if you go to, like, EVO and stuff and you talk to the people that play the real fighting games, like, you couldn't see my air quotes there, but they were there. Like, if you talk to some of the Mario, like, the Mortal Kombat players, I almost said the Mario Kart players, the Mortal Kombat players and the Killer Instinct players and the Street Fighter characters, it's not even a fighter. It's a party game. Which is accurate, I suppose, because you can play it on one screen. Apparently, any game that you only play on one TV, party game.
But what do you mean? Because Killer Instinct and all that's not split screenable.
I know, but the online is actually good. And, you know, Mario Kart, Mario Party, Super Smash Brothers, all the Marios, man, all of them. Super Mario, like, you don't play that online because it's awful online.
Right, but competitive play isn't played online. Tournaments are hosted locally.
Yeah, absolutely.
And tournaments is what makes fighters go, big. That's.
So you have to play in a tournament. What character do you play and why?
In Smash Brothers?
Yeah.
I play Pit because I know him really well. I'd get my ass handed to me.
That seems fair. Do you think he's the most fun though? Like, there's characters you know really well.
Oh God,
most. But then there's fun characters.
Like Kirby and Jigglypuff are the biggest characters to annoy people with, clearly.
Oh, you want to annoy people with Jigglypuff? You'd be good as her. Second place at EVO? Come on.
That's awesome. I want to see that game. Don't pull it up now though.
I'm not. I'm looking through the Wii U page. The other thing that makes the Wii U kind of just a step ahead right now. All of the games they're coming out with are in disc form, not just on their virtual console. Are original games. They're not remastering The Last of Us.
I was about to say
Game of the Year last year is getting remastered.
We're establishing ourselves as Nintendo super fanboys, but if I remember to, I'm putting up images of all my consoles that are right behind the mic right now. Fucking Nintendo is just dropping great games. They already have a lot of good games out for the Wii U.
In my defense, we are dropping ourselves as Nintendo fanboys at this point in time. It seems that way. It's really one-sided so far.
Yes.
But if Sony and Nintendo were doing anything worth doing, I would also be fans of them lately. Sony and Microsoft. I said Sony and Nintendo didn't.
Here's where I think the next-gen consoles, referring to Xbox One and PS4, dropping the ball. Devil May Cry, a game that came out 2013, right?
Yeah.
Being remastered. It's a third-party freaking title. What?
No, continue with what you're saying. I just had a...
Look, I bought Ocarina of Time Remastered for the 3DS. Great game. It was old. It was several generations old. and graphically stepping it up made it look great because of the as much of the advancements we've made over the years. Just made it a great looking game. Sony has talked about redoing Ratchet and Clank, the original one, not just graphically upgrading it, but adding things, changing it a little bit. That sounds like a good idea. The Last of Us, a game that came out last year, no, don't remaster that shit. I've heard it justified in that a lot of the PS4 owners didn't own a PS3 last generation, but now they do.
Is
whatever.
it retroactive, though? Is the PS4 retroactive with that game? Oh, you guys bought a crappy console, then.
Neither Xbox One or PS4 are backwards compatible. Well, unless you count renting games for ridiculous prices from the PlayStation Store.
It's super stupid.
It's so bad. It's just in beta right now, and that's a lot of the excuses. Like, oh, it's okay, the prices will be better once it's available to everyone. No, it's not.
I'm going to tell you what I think one of the big issues is, and you can tell me if you agree with this.
Go ahead.
Specifically for Xbox, a little bit for PlayStation 4. I'm going to bring up Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight's one of the best platformers that's come out in years and years and years.
And it's only for PC and Wii U.
Right, PC and Wii U, and there's a reason for that, though. It is because Xbox One is notoriously bad for small publishers.
Yes.
PS4 got worse for it. They used to be really good for it. On PS3, they were decent for it. And they got way worse for that for PS4. Wii U is kind of open, and it's pretty easy to program for Nintendo. And though, obviously, Steam, if every game doesn't go out on Steam, you're bad at what you do. Or you have a really stupid contract you agreed to.
Yeah, if you watched E3, you might know that Nintendo has the most exclusives coming out that were announced at E3, which is another great thing. I am buying an Xbox One within the next 2 months before the next Call of Duty releases because I enjoy online play for Call of Duty, and I don't want to play it on the Wii U just because that's not where I want to play my M-rated shooters.
Well, we can't all be good people. But
fuck off. Also, Master Chief, whatever collection, collector's edition.
This is the Master Chief Collection.
Master Chief Collection, sure.
I think is what it's called. But no, I mean, I'm looking at the Wii U title right now. I have it pulled up right here, and the title releases for the next year, predicted, whatever's going to be out. And other than the things that are coming out on Virtual Console, which are all games that are relatively old, Mega Man 6 and 5 and 7, they weren't even out the last couple generations.
Yep.
9 and 10 were the first ones in like 10 years.
It's one thing to re-release a game, but to remaster it, quote unquote, and then charge $60.
Full price. That's the other difference here. Is they're charging you $15 for complete games.
Yeah.
Like no DLC.
You can. What is Earthbound? $15 max? Maybe only $5 on
right
the
now.
Wii U.
Yeah, and if you've got the gold, if you bought any Nintendo products, you get it for free right now. Not really, but you got to be up to the gold level. But I mean, you can get it for free. Earthbound 3DS, so good.
No, Wii U only.
Oh, that one was Wii U.
Yeah, it's not available on the 3DS, which made a lot of people mad.
Either way, still good. I can now play it on the go, or while I poop. Earthbound while I poop. My turd is Earthbound. Why shouldn't my video game be?
Okay. Now to make us sound less like fanboys, hopefully, I'm buying the Xbox One. I already said that. For Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare, whatever, because that's where all my friends are going to play it. I'm going to play it there too. Also, Halo Chief Master Edition, whatever, Masturbator Edition, don't care. Halo 2 Remastered with the full multiplayer, all the maps, whatever, for all the other 3 games. I don't care about Halo 1, 3, or 4. I just want to play Halo 2 online. That's going to be great. What else is coming out for the Xbox One?
I have no idea.
Well, Halo 5. I want to play Halo 5. Halo 5 Guardians. Just because I want the story advanced, given the multiplayer's gotta suck, just like Halo 4. Now, PS4, you don't have any games I want. All you have to do, release a new Jack game, a new Sly game, and a new Ratchet and Clank game, and that'll own you.
I want a Jet Set Radio sequel.
On what console?
I don't even care.
Who owns the rights to that?
I think that's a Microsoft game.
it might be, because it released on the Dreamcast and then went over to the Xbox.
Totally saved it. Didn't make noise. Let's see what's coming out on Xbox One. Oh, Diablo 3. Whoa, is that
oh god, that's right. They're like triple re-releasing that shit.
Destiny will be out. That's fine. Lego Batman 3.
Well, these are third-party titles. Like, exclusives are what usually bring gamers to gaming platforms.
So I don't remember who their publishers are, actually.
Yeah, who cares about that?
Scalebound.
Did you see the video for Scalebound?
No.
It started off
Forza
bad.
Horizon.
Don't care about that.
Ori and the Blind Forest.
But Scalebound, dude's walking through like a grassy knoll of some sort with what looks like beets on his head, and then he gets attacked by a giant dragon.
He's wearing beets. He deserves it.
He then kicks the dragon's ass with the help of his own dragon.
5 titles so far on IGN that are coming out on Microsoft built for Microsoft. So 5, one of which is like 5 games, but still. Let's see. 2.
We shouldn't have moved away from the Wii U so fast.
We shouldn't have. Like, I'm not really away from
No, not just games, but for those of you who don't know, consider the Wii U Wii number 2, because it has nothing to do with the Wii. It is what the PS2 was to the PlayStation, a completely separate console.
Okay. In defense of Xbox 360 real quick. I'm going to jump back to that real quick.
360?
Xbox One.
There you go.
The Wii U also only has 5 Nintendo games set to come out so far, according to IGN.
I don't really care what developer does it. Just the game being on that console only is what I'm...
Exclusive, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But, yeah, no, it's Xbox, it's Wii 2. It's not just an extension of the Wii U, or of the Wii.
Yeah, here's where the confusion
it's
comes from.
Thing.
They keep holding up the gamepad. The gamepad is awesome. It feels good in your hands. Don't play with it, though, because it's expensive to replace. You're going to break it.
Don't listen to him. I play with it all the time.
And you're going to break it.
So I can watch TV while I Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point. That's what you should know about the gamepad. If there's one thing you know about the gamepad, it is a secondary screen that, for most games, you can just throw the gameplay on that and play completely on that while having, say, Netflix running on your 360 on your TV, or Amazon Prime or whatever. But completely separate console. It's the only backwards compatible 8th generation console. It plays Wii games, doesn't play GameCube games. It doesn't take a GameCube controller, but very soon there's going to be an official adapter that's released to fix that, where you can plug it up to 4 GameCube controllers, so you can play your Smash Brothers Brawl, your new Smash Brothers, with 4 GameCube controllers.
Oh, so good. Shut up.
Stupid phone.
Shut up. I don't care about The Wolf Among Us. It looks really good, though.
I don't care
the
about
art
the
styling is
Wolf
pretty
Among Us.
cool. I like that drawn art style. What else? I mean, what have we been playing? We've been playing a lot of Mario Kart.
Oh, dude, yeah, Mario Kart 8 Online is decent, no lag, nothing that would...
Hopefully that means good things for Smash.
I assume so, although Mario Kart on Wii had good online play, too.
Did it?
Yeah, because it's
but
completely
that game
different.
wasn't good. Actually, no, we've been playing a lot of Mario Kart. We've been playing a ton of it. We've got most of everything unlocked. We've done a bunch of it. We play online every couple of days.
Yeah, I've also been playing Pokemon Sapphire on the Game Boy Advance.
Now...
though.
I think we come into the same problem, alright, of Rainbow Roads. I hate it.
New and old suck.
At least the new one's playable.
The old one you don't like as much?
I hate the old one. I think the old one on this game, awful. If they gave me more laps, fine.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a remake of the original, not the original, but the Rainbow Road for the Mario Kart 64. Fucking not even close. What the hell is this shit?
So... But we're on top of Rainbow Roads right now.
Go ahead.
On top of Mario Kart. I have the top 9 all the Rainbow Roads ranked.
Who did this list?
Some guy.
Some guy posted on
Pseudo
Kotaku?
Hermes, Luke Plunkett. Posted on Kotaku.
I don't know that I care.
I don't either, but he also did his ranking of all of the Mario Kart games, which I was going to get to, and I think we can agree on the number 1 one. At least on the top 2. They can't see that, but I do agree that Mario Kart 8 probably the best. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
What do you think the worst is? What do you think? What would
the
you
worst
say the
Mario
worst
Kart?
is?
I haven't played it, but I'm assuming it's the one for the SNES.
Mario Kart Wii.
That's what he ranked as the worst?
It was ranked as the worst. I agree with that.
Okay, there's 3 I haven't played. I haven't played the SNES, Mario Kart Wii, or the first Mario Kart for handheld, the Game Boy Advanced release.
Well, the top 2 I think we agree on.
What are the top 2?
Mario Kart 8 is number 2 for his list.
Don't tell me he's gonna... Go ahead.
Mario Kart Double Dash.
I can't agree.
You can?
I can't.
You don't think that's top 2?
I think it... Top 3.
What's your third? Mario Kart 7?
I would do Mario Kart 8 at first, Mario Kart 64, then Double Dash.
That's his third to last in his top 10.
I figured as much. I
can't talk.
I can justify Mario Kart 64 being brought in because it's a classic from that console. Granted, GameCube is also a classic. I'm sorry, Double Dash is a classic to the GameCube, but 64 definitely introduced more people to the series. It was good, yeah. But 64 version was great.
I guess.
So many things good about that game.
I think there's so many good things good about that game for that time.
If there's 2 things bad about Mario Kart 8, excluding some bad map design, it's that when you're in first place, your item selection is shit. the item selection in the top 3 slots are bad. For the online play, it can really fuck you over. If you're in first place on the second lap, you're usually not going to finish first. Second bad thing, Case is red, doesn't blend in with all my other Wii U games.
Luckily, like it is bad, but at least there's a chance to get something other than the 3 things you always get. You can get the super horn. And
yeah,
if you get
the
horn,
blowhorn is probably
win.
is the 4th most likely thing to come up when you're in first place.
There's only 4 things that come up in 4th place: coin, banana peel, red shell, or green shell. So just shell, but it doesn't matter in first place.
Yeah, that's why I think they should have given you red shells more often than green. It makes sense. It makes more sense to get red shells in first place because they don't bounce. Right, throwing it back, you would only give you 1 shot.
Yeah, you only get 1 shot backwards, but if somebody overtakes you, you get first back pretty quick.
Yeah, that's why I think red shell should be pulling that up more in green.
But the Rainbow Road ranking here by the same guy.
Go ahead.
Mario Kart 64, number 1. Fair enough.
That's fair.
I'll give him that. It was fun then.
Yes.
And it had the awesome cheat where if you hopped the rail, you finished half the lap.
Exactly. I'm gonna be a douche and cut to the end. Is the worst one Double Dash?
No, actually, Double Dash is the 7th out of 9.
Oh, God.
The worst one is Mario Kart Super Circuit.
That's the one I haven't played.
Okay.
So I guess, but
the second best one though, and I will fight you over this, Luke Plunkett. That's right, I'm using proper names. I will fight you over this. The Mario Kart 64 remix of Mario Kart 8 is awful. It is so bad. It is 1 lap. It is miserable.
He counted that as its own thing?
Because it's only 1 lap. It is its own thing. It
I got you, but
whole play.
It's fucking awful.
You know
God,
what?
it's so
you know
bad.
Where I accept that as a level?
What?
If that would have been like if you raced that course during the credits. Because that's kind of what it feels like. It's the end of the thing. You got to think of.
Yeah, it's the last map of all of them.
Right, it's the last map you're driving through, and it's one. As you go through, you see the explosions of all these other characters. But it's awful. Like, if you get a banana peel, you might as well not get one.
Yeah, that's... Bananas should be not on the map. It's a large map with 1 lap. It's not recognizable to the original.
I don't know. It's the same thing. In a lot of ways. Like, it's the exact same layout. Other than they added the train and the ground stuff, the fireworks, it's kind of the same thing.
Well, they changed the... even if all the turns and the loops and the whatevers... even if that's all the same, because they've added the trains, because they've added the things on the side, the people cheering, because the champ whatevers now bounce off the ground and create waves instead of, running around the map.
That was kind of cool.
It's not a bad change, but I did not recognize it. I thought it was the new Rainbow Road when I played it.
Just so you know, on Kotaku.com, this Luke Plunkett dude seems to be pretty prominent.
Well, he sounds like a douchebag. He's ranking things the wrong way.
But, I'm just throwing it out. That was fun. I enjoyed it. I said and I regret that. I apologize, people.
What?
I said you don't say like but or like to try and buy time. That's amateur and stupid people do that, and I did it. I apologize.
Great.
Damn, I did it again! I apologize.
Okay, shush. What yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
What games would have to come out to sell you on one of the 2 next-gen consoles that you don't already own?
I have to look at this, but there's literally 1 game that if I was going into the store and I was going to go buy a console right now, and for whatever reason I was
Killer
like,
Instinct.
I'm buying an Xbone. No, that's the reason I'm buying an Xbox One right now.
Killer Instinct?
Yeah, like when I get something, it's going to be an Xbox One. I will be playing Killer Instinct a ton.
Right.
Literally one of the best, most refined fighter games to come out in forever. It makes Ultra Street Fighter 4 look like duty. So good.
Is it a revamp or is it a completely new game?
It's going to be... I want to see... It's going to be a new game, but in the series. It's the next in a series.
Okay.
Games.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's one of my favorite gaming...
I've seen the SNES ones.
All time. Oh, no, not for Killer Instinct. Yeah, no, Killer Instinct's a revamping of the old one in the sense of a lot of the old
You're trying to move on to
an
an entirely different game, aren't you?
I was going to, but I'll talk about Killer Instinct all day. I love that shit.
Please don't.
Yeah, no, it's a revamping. There's a couple new characters. They redid everything, really. They made...
Oh, so it is a remake.
Yeah, it's a remake, but like they remastered everything. And it came out in the 90s.
Yeah,
it deserves a remake.
Yeah. Is it a Rare game?
I almost did a really awful joke, but no, I don't think Rare produced it. Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Okay, because I was going to say, no, it's pretty common because it's free to play. That's one of the other big things about that game to me, is it's free to play.
It's free on the Xbox One?
You get one character. Well, it's free to play. You buy the characters
Okay,
you want.
pay
So,
to
like,
play.
if you know you don't want a character, and there's characters I know I don't want, you don't have to get them all.
I don't want to go to that topic because it's already been covered by a billion other people. Ugh.
Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about that either, but I think it's a good use of it for here.
Granted,
or you can pay $30 to get everything.
What was the other game you wanted to come out for the Xbox One in order for you to purchase?
Oh, no. If I'm going in there to get
just
Xbox One for Killer
Just
Instinct at
Killer
this point in
Instinct?
time of games that I know are coming out,
What about the PS4?
and Disgaea 5 is in there, oh man, am I selling the Xbox One to suck my donger, and
fuck?
I'm grabbing a PS5.
What?
I'll grab a PS5. If I walk into the store and Disgaea 5 is even like a month away, I'm getting that.
You're gonna buy a PS5?
Yeah, because of it, or PS4. Shut up.
You said that so many times.
I was looking at D5 because it's Disgaea 5
I got
here.
you. God, so it only comes down to one game.
That one series is enough. That's the only reason I want a PS3 right now. That and Twisted Metal, a new Twisted Metal. That'll put me on a PS5. 4. Shut up. Shut up.
I don't think the PS4 or the Xbox 4, what would they call it then? The Xbox 1.2? I don't know. Let their marketing
I don't know,
department deal with the
the
shitstorm
Xbox
next
One
time.
more thing you probably won't buy. Like,
Oh, that's an interesting thing, right? So they dropped the Kinect, and they now have a Kinectless bundle for the Xbox One. Sales nearly doubled in, I think, June.
It would, though. Because the 360 Kinect is compatible.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, look it up.
I will.
I honestly don't think it is, and I know the new one is significantly better in every way. It's the
I don't
sensors
know
are better.
if that's
the microphone.
possible. The sensors could be better, but I don't know that it's possible.
I don't understand.
I think it's a terrible, awful, miserable thing.
I think there's fun to be had with it. I don't plan to spend money on it.
I think it's a great way to have, like, video sex with someone else that owns a Wii.
Well, no,
or
you're gonna
an
need an
Xbox.
Oculus Rift for that.
That's the best way. Oh, a lot of tabs open, and I think we're only going to use, like, 2 of them.
I'm gonna repeat myself here, but all I want from the PlayStation 4 is a new Sly Cooper game, a new Ratchet and Clank game, and a new Jack game. That's all they gotta give me. Is a series of great platformers.
Nope, not compatible. So, that's stupid.
What's not compatible?
The Kinect sensor.
With the
Not
Xbox
compatible.
One.
Really anything. From
Yeah,
the 360.
it's totally silly. The only things that have released on both platforms have been like arcade games.
Which,
like,
that's one of the other good steps I think PS4 took.
Which is?
Controllers can backwards compatible.
Kind of?
You can't
It seems like more of an
use-
accident.
It probably
Wait,
will, but the fact that they
Are you talking about PS3 controllers being able to work on the
Yes.
PS4? Okay,
Yeah.
I was thinking...
But even then, the PS4 ones can go to PS3
Yeah,
too,
as long
and
as
you
they're
just
hooked up
can't
via
use
USB. The
the
sensor doesn't work.
That's
and
a
the touchpad.
smart step in a world where right now it doesn't even look like these are next-gen systems for the most part yet, because the games aren't coming out for it.
Yeah.
This might be the next-gen systems. Like, we go well with what you already have, or should, but we don't because we're Xbox. I'm really just pretty anti-Xbox right now.
I'm not.
I'm by no means a pony. I am by no means like
A
just.
Nintendard
I'm
or
not even.
whatever.
I'm not even one of those. I like
Right.
them. I think they're putting out better products for my money.
Definitely. That's... God, Nintendo, you were coming out with a bunch of games I really want.
And on the off chance anybody listens to this, feel free. Send me your hate. I will respond to every single one. I promise.
Definitely.
It might take me time,
No dick pics.
but I will. Tons of them. I'll respond. No homo. But yeah, no. Okay.
Why no? Whatever.
Back to PS4. The thing that would get me to buy one, Disgaea 5. One of my favorite. As you know,
What is it?
Turn-based
strategy?
strategy like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay.
Except the first one.
So
max
if you
out
don't
at
know,
level
that's
1000.
comparable to Fire Emblem then, right?
Better.
Well, better, but it's the
Yeah.
same gameplay.
Kind of. And like the reason I think it's so awesome though is, you know, in that game where you have a weapon you like, but you're like, man, I wish it was a little bit better.
Yeah.
So you go into the weapon essentially in game and you level up the weapon. You make the weapon better.
The weapon and not the character.
Right. Well,
I
you
know
level
Fire
up the
Emblem
character
does
at the
the
same
character.
time.
Okay.
So you go into, like, basically you enter your weapon, literally enter the weapon, and you go through the same turn-based strategy combat you go through, and you level it up throughout there by reaching different goals in different matches.
That makes no sense to me, but I don't care about turn-based strategy games.
I know you hate good things. But that's the game that it would take for me to just drop off right there and pick it up. No problem. No questions asked. I might go for it, and JRPGs in general. I think
Japanese RPGs?
Yeah, Japanese style RPGs.
Okay. I'd read something a while back about Japan dropping a bunch of games for the Xbox One. Not drop. They're going to produce them. Apparently exclusive, but I have no idea.
Yeah, it's really weird, and I'd like to figure out why.
We haven't talked about the PC though.
If anybody is from Japan, I'm gonna ignore that for a second.
Okay.
If anybody's from Japan by chance, I would love for you guys to tell me why Xbox 360 to PS3, the PS3 just dominates Japan comparatively.
Yep.
There's no question about it.
Yep.
Supposedly, it looks like the Xbox One's gonna do way better.
Yes. Saw an article, didn't read it, too lazy.
I just assumed it wasn't going to make sense and it was some kind of garbage marketing.
Yeah.
Because they thought the Xbox 360 was going to do great. And it didn't at all.
I don't know.
And I'm just curious if anybody knows why. I don't really want to read, because that seems awful.
Right?
So,
Is there some sort of stigma in Tokyo?
I don't know. Maybe it's like the next generation. Like, maybe they just switch every other generation.
Maybe.
Because I think the Xbox did really good in Japan.
I don't think so, because there was the controversy about the controller being... No, that's right. They did get the smaller controller right off the bat, so that's not a thing.
I don't know. I have a computer. I can look
it
up.
I don't know. It might have been decent in Japan. But
Xbox V.
We haven't talked about PC at all, and it's not fair to the PC.
It's not fair to the PC, because the PC is You know what?
Cut.
I don't dislike the idea of playing a game on my PC. Here's the thing I dislike.
Go ahead.
I hate playing any game on a keyboard mouse configuration. Almost any
Hey,
game,
look,
I
have
say.
a controller right here that if I plug it into this universal... What are they called?
USB?
Yeah, the universal sum. Anyway, yeah, it plugs right
Universal some butthole.
Sure,
USB.
why not? Why not? If it Steam, not like 90% of Steam games fully support this controller to do everything on.
I understand that, but like, I'm not going to be able to play first-person shooter on there with that. To be competitive, I need a keyboard mouse.
I did not find that the case with Call of Duty Ghosts at all.
Well,
they let you play it for a weekend for free a few times on Steam, but
really?
I rocked out like I think I hold maybe a 2.0 KD on there.
Really?
Yeah, it's decent. Pretty decent with a controller on there.
Maybe it's misconceptions. Maybe it's all myth. Maybe I should give up all of my consoles and go out and buy a PC.
No. I would never recommend that to anyone.
But
maybe if you own a PC and a Wii U.
You know what gets me to buy a PC?
Go for it.
For gaming purposes, naturally. I have one.
Yeah. Yeah.
What gets me to buy a gaming PC is that if I somehow miraculously overnight eat some kind of devil fruit, and it just so happens to be the You Love League of Legends devil fruit.
Oh, God.
I don't care. Or maybe I just really need $5 million.
Right, let's move on to that. Oh my gosh.
Like,
so a lot of people know of esports, right? Competitive play, win tournaments, win money, whatever.
Yeah, no, pro gaming is a good thing for us to talk about. I think so.
Let's start off with what you know I'm going to.
I know what you're going to.
So Call of Duty, I think the maximum every year is a $500,000 tournament, or maybe it's only $400,000. League of Legends has been more than that, not sure how much more. But Dota 2, I think the tournament is going on right now, or maybe it starts up this weekend. First place, $5 million, or $4.9 million. Second place, something like $3 million. It goes down from there.
Well, like, the prize package overall is $9.9 million.
It's bigger than that. It's over 10.
It got over 10?
Yeah, it got over 10.
Okay, so it
Much
got
over
over
10.
Oh, yeah, it was over 10 because the Super Bowl, $9.9 million is what I was looking at on
I don't understand. Oh, for winning the
prize
Super Bowl?
package.
Oh, God.
Dota 2, the World Championships beat the Super Bowl. It beat the Tour de France. It beats the Masters tournament.
And here's why it beats it. Fan-funded, completely. This is all donations from, well, most donations. I don't know. This is a Steam game. They might have put money towards it, or whoever hosting the event. But it's freaking donations from the fans, which is so awesome. I don't like the real-time strategy games, just, because they draw me in, and then I have completely no life, so I don't play them.
I don't like them because I'm not a fan of the setup for some reason. Anytime I carry, they never are. It's really stupid, alright? This is a really dumb complaint. Feel free to make fun of me for it. I welcome it. Any game where my character can't jump, I don't care. That's a basic thing. Even if it's like a foot, I don't seem to care. I like platforming to an extent. I feel every game should have at least a semblance of some kind of platforming. And you're going to be like, well, you just said you like to play first-person shooters. There's a sense of platforming, though.
Right, yeah, arcade shooters usually involve climbing over stuff and climbing towers.
Right, there's that sense of platforming. Yeah. Even in Call of Duty Ghosts, which I hate. I'll give you credit, you can move things to get up on top of other things. It was a pretty forced thing they threw in there, but it's something. It does add a game mechanic that's and you don't even need to
done
do it for
all
the
right.
Thing I'm thinking of.
Like it could have been done better. It could have been done more like Battlefield 4, but Battlefield 4 is still broken, so
like for some like I feel and I understand you can do that. That's the whole point of what's it called when you basically make a shortcut, but it's not a shortcut. It is a shortcut. Like I hit A and it unleashes this chain of events.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just don't get it. I don't find them fun. I've sat there and I've played it, and I've played World of Warcraft, and I've played Dota, and I've played League, and I've played all these other kinds of games, and I've played like Phantasy Star, and I've played like the stupid Lord of the Rings one, and I've played the god-awful Final Fantasy one, and I don't think they're good. I think the story always feels second, which bothers me. I do like a good story in a game.
Right, they're
and
usually
other people suck.
Like Dota 2, Dota, and League of Legends, and other games like it. They're not really story based. They're more just like party up fight.
There's a core story.
Yeah, there's an overlying story to like the world.
There's an overlying story in Magic too, and no one cares.
Definitely.
Magic the Gathering. I just went to card games. Real life stuff. It happens. I said it again. God. I hate myself.
Magic. I thought about it the other day, and I think that the way it dropped the ball on me, because I love the art style of games like that. Like, I bought Ascension because of its art style. And, hold on. The way Magic dropped the ball on me was when I was playing Magic the Gathering 2013, whichever one they gave away for free, there was like a 20-minute tutorial on how to play this one goddamn card. I was like, fuck it.
That's what get me is I don't like it because I like the human interaction. I do play those games. I only play sealed events and stuff, like tournament-wise.
Go to real places to play card
Absolutely.
Games. Yeah.
And it's fun. But it's the interpersonal thing that you don't get over online. Because, like, if I look at you, I can tell if you have something when I kind of inch towards an action to know if it's going to be there.
Right, you have to have some sort of poker face.
Right, like, there's a huge human interaction in games like that.
Awesome.
And they don't transfer well. There's a couple of games that tried it out, that like actual poker games that tried it out, and it's either that person has a better hand than you every time, or it's so subtle that they think it's not, that there's no point in it. Yeah, but no, I do feel important to point out, we play literally all kinds of the games.
All kinds of the games, oh my god, so many of them. So many of the games. They're freaking everywhere. Look, there's an Xbox. Look, there's a 360 on top of it. Oh, ColecoVision down there.
There's some board games over there.
There's an arcade stick under you right now for a Nintendo 64.
There.
That's never getting played.
There's a Monopoly.
We can stop pointing at things in my room.
I'm gonna point at everything. There's a lantern. I'm still trying to figure out if PlayStation 2 sold one. I know it just won.
Should we bring up the Retron 5?
We should. I love retro games.
Oh my god. Okay.
Shovel Knight's so great.
If you remember playing the NES back in the day, or the Super Nintendo, okay, here's what the Retron 5 is. Nintendo Entertainment System, Famicom, which is the Japanese version.
Wait, I want to describe this better.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sure if you're listening to this and there's something you like we haven't talked about anime yet, so I'm going to do that real quick. Let's say you're a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. Let's say you watched for a couple dozen seasons and you got to the cool fusion dances. Now picture this. Picture a Super Nintendo and a regular Nintendo and a Sega Genesis and a Famicom and a Game Boy and a Game Boy Advanced. If you have a Sega Master Drive system you can hook up onto a Sega Genesis, he's brought to the party. Really the whole tower of power for that bitch. And they did a fusion dance. The thing that would be left in the wake, Retron 5.
Retron 5. Oh.
Wireless controller, super awesome. Programmable
Loud
wireless
as
controller.
Shit. Oh god, yeah.
It is a little noisy, but it's getting quieter.
It's emulation based, so all buttons are reprogrammable, right? Even on the wired ones. That's the thing, is it has support for 2 Sega Genesis controllers, 2 NES controllers. And
I thought it was 4 of one of them.
No, it's 2 for each.
I haven't played with them all of them, so.
2 NES, 2 SNES, 2 Sega Genesis controllers.
And it plays them all. And maybe you're one of those guys that has beaten them all, and the original game just doesn't kind of cut the mustard for you. Or maybe you're a Sega Game Genie guy. It's even better. You don't need the Sega Game Genie anymore.
Right.
You can go download all these codes onto an SD card and load that bitch right up.
Yep. And it does it has an SD slot, which first thought, if you're familiar with emulation at all, is I'm going to put all my old games in there and just play them off the SD card.
Suck it.
Not supported. There's a given assumption that someone's going to create a mod for it or whatever and throw it on there. But if you do that, you're not going to be able to update your console. They update. It seems like every week there's a new update to support some game they forgot about or fix some little bug.
Right, because the important thing is here, they literally reprogrammed every game that it plays themselves.
Yes, if the game is literally unrecognizable, it's because they didn't throw it on a computer and figure out how to make it work with their machine.
And if you look at the 10 systems, though, that it covers, it's a little forgivable to understand that over 10 systems...
Absolutely. It's got to be like 98% of games.
So many of them. They actually just fixed American Gladiators.
Yeah, I saw it.
I need to get an SD card so I can upload mine.
But yeah, you install the updates for this thing via the USB port. It'll support up to 10 wireless controllers. What is this?
That's Minecraft Star Wars.
I don't care about Minecraft because I don't play it
Can we
yet.
talk about that? Can we do it? I want to talk about... We've talked about games we like. We've talked about systems we like. We've talked about what it takes to get us to buy a new system.
And we didn't even want to stick with that topic, but go ahead.
We haven't talked yet about games I just won't play.
Is Minecraft on that list?
By far. That's
far.
one of the top ones on that list, actually.
Are you aware of all the different all the different things you can do on PC?
Yes.
Custom game types and all that?
Oh, yeah. I've seen the Titanfall one.
No.
I've seen a ton of them. I've watched them all. I've been on Twitch once in my life.
I've never clicked on a live stream that said Minecraft anywhere in the title.
Every now and then I just click a random feature and it's like, well, I regret my life.
Yep.
And like, I don't care. Here's my issue with that and games like that overall, actually. I'm picking this game to sit down and have fun. I'm not picking this game to go and make a game so later I can go have fun. If I want that, I'll pick my ass up some Legos. I'm okay with that.
That's
the
fair
Lego
enough.
games, honestly, if people are like, you want to play Minecraft? I'm going to be like, no, I have Lego Batman 2. And I'm going to walk away.
Like, fair enough. If I honestly wanted to build a house or some shit, I'd pop in Halo 4, Halo Reach, or Halo 3 and do some cool art style forging.
And at least then it's a playable game you like after that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, well, like I'm saying, there's a lot of online things you can do with Minecraft, only on PC. Fuck your 3DS, fuck your 360, fuck your PS3.
Your iPhones, your Androids.
Can the iPhone cover it now?
Yeah, they play Minecraft on there. It actually just got updated.
Yeah, I didn't think it came out.
But, like, and if I wanted to mod a game, if I wanted to make a game
I do want to play Minecraft, though. I want to try all these playstyles.
No, thank you.
I've got the $30 or whatever to blow on it.
Because, like, if I'm going to mod something, I'm going to go put in, like, an awesome Skyrim mod. Toot, toot. I'm going to go put some awesome Fallout mods where I get to play as a ghoul. Yeah. I'm going to go put on, like, Halo mods for whatever the hell I want. I don't care.
Right, those same games don't necessarily appeal to the Minecraft crowd.
They're 3-year-olds, literally. Like, I've seen...
That's not accurate.
I'm pretty sure it is. I've seen... If you play Minecraft...
I'm pretty sure I've played some 3-year-olds in Ghosts that had a 2.0 KD.
Probably.
That's obviously an exaggeration.
But, like, what I'm saying is... It's a lot of... like, Minecraft appeals to children. Literally. A lot of children play it. There's a lot of adults that play it.
I completely agree with the children's statement and the adult statement. I think it's got... I think it's more wide than you think it is.
No, I appreciate that it is really, really wide, but I sit there and I play it, and this is the person that watches children's cartoons all day. This is the person that plays children's games, because they're fun. I think it's directed towards children. I think it should be, anyway. Not necessarily directed to... I shouldn't say it's directed to children, but it's kind of suited for them.
I don't think it was made for them. Yeah, I agree with suited for them is the best way to put it.
That's the word.
Yeah. Like, I saw interviews with Notch and other people that had to do with Minecraft before the game even came out. Like, God, that was so freaking long ago on Xbox Live. It confuses me because it didn't actually launch on 360 till like 3 years later. But whatever, interview on there.
But Minecraft's the game that I won't play, and it's probably completely unjustified, and on you.
I don't know it's justified because art style and graphics really can factor in to the enjoyment of the game.
It does, and that game looks awful.
Yes.
Is there any game, though, that you just won't play? Like, no matter what they do, they couldn't drag you into it. Be it a franchise...
I'm going to turn and look at my games right now. I don't know that there is one.
I appreciate that. No, I completely understand that, and I've played a lot of games, and I shouldn't say that I wouldn't play Minecraft. But as of right now, there's nothing in the foreseeable future that gets me to sit down to play it. Like, is there a game, or a series even, that maybe is
I'm still looking. I'm looking at my other stack of games. Hold on.
Maybe like an F-Zero.
God, no, the only cat type I won't get into is maybe the League of Legends and the Dotas. I just don't want to play because...
Yeah, the MOBA style game.
Yeah, but that's kind of a PC exclusive, which is funny. But
it's not, though. No, because there's the Lord of the Rings one that's on Xbox 360. That's
whatever,
awesome.
I was kind of just joking, but the only type of game I won't play is a very bad game.
But I mean, like, so there's not a franchise that you just...
No, there's no, I don't think so.
Fair enough. I mean, that's fine. Maybe I'm a little more... than
like,
you.
Unless you want to go into, like, clearly made for little girls games.
You won't play the Barbie games? What's wrong?
I don't know. I wouldn't play the Barbie games, but like the cat game or the dog
Clash of Clans,
game.
Farmville. You do play those. I've seen you make your roller coasters to fight your parents.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Those are games.
No. Farmville. What about Farmville?
Like, those are games. Would you sit down and put hours into those?
I have played Farmville.
I know, that's why
I play games like that when I don't have console games, and since I've been working.
Like, I know, like, I've seen you I've seen you make the roller coasters to fight your alien parents. I don't remember the game. It's the one where you had all the roller coasters around and you kept telling me they weren't roller coasters, but they are.
What the fuck you're talking about? What are you talking about?
It's the spaceship one. The alien one.
That doesn't help at all.
Well, it's a Facebook game.
It was a Facebook game?
It was a Facebook game.
Don't remember at all.
Okay, animes.
We should go to animes.
I mean, we can talk about animes we like and don't like. And you guys are really gonna fucking hate me in like 10 minutes because of this.
Yeah, hold off on that. So I just finished watching the first 2 seasons of Sword Art Online. They haven't made it anymore. So I've watched the entire anime release of Sword Art Online. Yeah, really disappointing ending. I know you didn't even like it halfway through like the first season.
No, I'm gonna start this off. I'm gonna put my rule off and then continue talking about Sword Art Online.
Go ahead.
I watched 6 episodes of an anime.
Okay.
6 is if I think there's potential.
Dude,
5 is usually where I cut it off.
in. Go ahead.
And I'm like, you know what? 5 episodes in, I don't care. This game can go rot in a pit. Or not this game, this show can go rot in a pit.
Right.
But continue. That's my personal rule.
So, halfway through that season, it didn't... Not even halfway through. Like, right around 6, 7, 8 episodes, it was still, like, just random events happening, right? Every episode. There was no real, like, connection other than the whole thing. Whatever.
I like that they were playing a video game.
But, yeah. Like, a few episodes later is when him and Asuna, I believe her name is, like, they start falling in love, and it becomes a great story, and I really liked it, and I sound like a bitch now.
No. But yeah, no, like, I've heard a lot of people talk good things about it, and if I didn't have this thing where I have to watch all of the episodes, I'd probably just skip forward till a part that was interesting and watch it.
Yeah, Sword Art Online. It starts off...
No,
he goes into this new...
Dude, this is the internet. They've all watched it.
We don't care. Okay. Fuck. I like talking about it. Go ahead.
I know, but let's talk about one we both... I'm going to jump to another thing that was kind of big last year. Soul Eater.
Oh, Soul Eater's so good.
I think Soul Eater's one of my favorite...
It probably ended on good timing,
I'm going to put it... Actually, it's my second favorite anime. Because I don't even put Naruto up there.
Above it?
No, I don't put Naruto in my top 5.
I misheard you.
Naruto makes it in my top 5, but...
Yeah.
It's not even for Naruto episodes. But, yeah, Soul Eater.
Yeah.
So good.
Awesome.
One of my favorite animes.
It was good.
And it was so dumb. My favorite episodes, everyone's going to disagree with me.
Are there smart animes, though?
Alchemist was really smart.
Fair enough. Although...
Like, I mean, it was science-based.
Fucking stupid.
It was. Depending on which one we're talking about. Is it weird that Fullmetal Alchemist takes up my top 2?
I mean the whole alchemy thing. You know, that's
what, science
stupid.
magic?
Yes.
I don't know.
Stupid.
But that's what historically, it makes sense to me, and here's why. Magic, like, science would have just been written off as magic to everyone that doesn't understand it.
Yes, but... that's not a thing.
You don't know that.
Fuck,
You
yeah.
have tried it?
Alchemy?
I understand we're both 10% better at it than the average person. But...
Points up to the pocket watch that I got at Comic-Con that in the anime clearly gives you an alchemy boost, just like it would in any game like Oblivion or anything like that.
We're both clearly better, like 10% better at it.
Because of the pocket watch,
yep. Yeah. I can make that claim and a lot of people can't, so I'm probably 10% better at alchemy than you guys. Just saying, suck on it. And yes, my goal is to antagonize you, to listen to me, and to hate me.
Yeah, Fullmetal Alchemist, original series. I loved it. It was great. Apparently not as close to the manga as Brotherhood, but I didn't like Brotherhood at all.
Okay.
Like, whatever.
I like the ending of Brotherhood way better.
I watched the first 2 episodes. That was it.
Well, dude, that's the reason. Alright. I'm going to go against my rule for Sword Art Online.
Go ahead.
The reason the first couple episodes of Brotherhood are boring is they're Fullmetal Alchemist. A lot of them are just regular series stuff.
But the things that like punched me in the face as it started up is some of the voice actors were different. The story that was starting off conflicted with the past one.
Well, like, using that logic, like, I guess the story's still... There's a reason that story conflicted with the past one. You know why they're so radically different, right?
Mm-mm.
The original Full Metal Alchemist,
right.
up to a certain point, it was getting produced faster than the anime, or the manga.
Okay.
So the manga writers had to be like, I don't know, and make stuff up. Like, literally, that's what happened.
All right.
And then Brotherhood is the one that's much closer.
That's insane that weren't there only 2 seasons for Full Metal?
54 episodes.
50. Fair enough, and like in Japan, it's like South Park,
I think
one
it's
episode a week.
Episodes. But yeah, so I mean, it was going faster than that was, so they had to make stuff up, and they're cutting out a lot of filler. Like, that is a pretty streamlined story.
Yeah.
Not like Naruto.
Not like Naruto. No, oh my god, a fight takes 6 episodes.
Well, that's Dragon Ball Z syndrome.
I know, but
I want to point out
Naruto's had a lot more episodes that involve that crap.
I love Naruto. I'm going to point that out right now. I love Naruto. I'm a big fan of a lot of things.
Are you getting on the Naruto topic, the whole thing?
I'm just going to say one thing about it. I love Naruto. You're going to hear me talk a lot of shit about it.
Go ahead.
I love it. Actually, I shouldn't say I love Naruto. I love the series Naruto. Naruto, as a person, as a human being, is a tool bag. That's all. That's all I want to say about that for now.
I agree with you.
This is a topic we can go a whole thing on.
I agree with you, but I'm attached to the character, and I would love to see him become Hokage in a few hundred more episodes.
I would love to see him get run over by a bus.
Sakura needs to die, chasing after Sasuke, and then Naruto becomes Hokage. That would be a great ending to that series for me.
Like, just in his sleep.
Naruto becomes Hokage, then dies. Because the Leaf Village poisons him.
Naruto's in the running to become Hokage, and they poison him. If they're smart. Like, this whole time, Orochimaru's been trying to kill Naruto for the sake of the village. That's all. But actually, okay, we wanted to get off video games. We wanted to anime. We both like a lot of them. So what do you think when they make a big change in an anime or a series like that?
The biggest change that
no, not the biggest change. How do you feel when they make a big change?
What do you mean?
Because I've
give me an example. Because a big change for me recently would have been Sword Art Online. Season 2 was a different, like, it was a different game. They looked different.
That's the kind of big change I'm looking at. It's the same characters. It's the same thing for the most part.
Yeah, exactly. But
it's visually really different. They're doing something
kind
of
their freaking
different.
Ears became elf ears, and it was just dumb looking and whatever.
So how do you feel about that kind of change? You think that sometimes it's warranted?
It's absolutely sometimes warranted, but it was displeasing to the eye at first.
So let's say they make the character in Sword Art Online, the main dude, I don't remember his name at all. Don't care.
Kirito.
Don't care. Let's say they make him a chick.
Ooh.
How weird would that be?
Just episode 1 dude, episode 2 chick?
No, episode 1, 2. Episode 1 dude. Like, let's use an established series. Like, let's say it was Naruto.
Okay, season 2 is ended, moving on to season 3. Started out, Kirito, the character is now chick. Like,
at least in-game. Which is where you see him most of the time.
Oh, it's just his avatar.
I mean, because I think that's what you're going to see.
Real life No, it's both. It's 50,
that's why I want to go with something that's not so soaked in real life. Let's go with, like, Naruto.
Naruto is now...
better yet.
Naruto wakes up a chick, no explanation, just moves on with his life. Nothing.
Right, minor questions, maybe.
Right.
In the series. How would you feel about that? It would make sense with this love of Sasuke.
Yeah, Sakura, right?
Sasuke. Like,
if it happened without explanation, like it wouldn't even make sense in that setting, and it wouldn't in most settings. But
let's say the god of war or thunder. Suddenly, Thor. I mean, he already has the hair. He already has long, luxurious hair.
It is beautiful hair. I'll agree with that statement. Yeah.
Like, maybe it's Maybelline. Like, well, let's say he's just a girl now. Because that's what's happening.
Just a girl?
Yep. Just a girl. Like, right here in the interview, they said it's not like it's going to be Lady Thor or She Thor or Thor's lady thing. It's not Thorita. She Thor. Yeah. It's just this Thor. It's this unlike any Thor we've ever seen before, but it's Thor.
Okay. So as of now, we have no information other than Thor is now a chick, and there might just be issue 1 of series blah. Thor is now a chick. No explanation. Just right in front of your face. Look at that.
Minor explanation.
Go for it.
I don't know if you're familiar with the way Thor gets his powers in the comic book.
No.
It's all from the hammer.
I could assume
anybody that can wield the hammer can use his powers. provided they're in control.
So he's like Naruto then, and he himself is worth shit.
Kind of. Very much so, actually, in the comic book.
Yeah, okay. Continue
So what's
with
going
Thor.
to happen in the Thor comic book, in the universe, and I'm a big comic book fan, Reagan not so much.
No.
What's going to be happening is the former male Thor
Okay.
saves some chick. Somehow, don't know why, no longer worthy to wield Mjolnir. She
Thor?
is. Thor.
So because I'm assuming he made a mistake while saving the chick, or someone else died because he selfishly saved her.
No idea.
Like, it's probably that.
All I know is he saves the chick, he can't wield Thor, she is. She is Thor. Can't wield Thor. Can't wield Mjolnir. She's now Thor.
But
She got a sweet bust.
I'm confused. Is Thor in the comic books
Wow,
the
that's
son of Zeus, or is he just a regular guy who becomes Thor?
Odin. Now he's
Sorry,
the son.
Odin.
Yeah, now he's the son of Odin. Initially, though, just some blind dude who found a stick. The stick was camouflaged.
Oh my god, that's
It's really dumb. It's
yeah,
awful.
it's dumb. That's
I'm just curious. It's a huge change. I mean, what if we saw that in the movies? What if the next movie, Lady Thor, or my bad, Thor, who without not penis?
I think I'll give them more credit than I did like earlier today. I think they're gonna give some explanation. No, I don't think they'll change it in the movie, right? Because otherwise, Captain America would be
They're not
dead.
gonna change anything in the
No,
movie.
as long as they keep making $300 million a movie or whatever, nothing's changing.
No, I want you to think how much money Iron Man just plowing Thor would make in theaters.
Male or chick Thor?
Sure.
I heard plowing. I assume beating up. I rethought that. I'm pretty sure you mean
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Dirty.
Okay, back to esports for a moment.
Absolutely. Sorry, we're jumping around. We'll get better at this, maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? You know, some games deserve to be in esports. You know, maybe more racing games should be in. Hell, I'd love to do Need for Speed Professional Racing, but
I think they do that.
but Ubisoft has decided to make this game
No,
a esport. Is it what is it again?
Pretty
What's
sure
the great game?
Just Dance.
Just Dance 4 can now be played officially for cash prizes at tournaments.
For all you guys who are trying to find a way to get your lady into sports, or into video gaming, not sports.
Esports even.
If you're trying to get your lady into video games, she can now dance on a public stage, kind of.
For money.
For money.
There's no pull involved. Well,
That
maybe
microphone
next
thing,
year. Oh, like maybe Just Dance 4.
That would be
what would they call it? They
weird.
couldn't call it Stripper Edition. What do they
Well,
call
it'd
the
be like
classes?
Carmel Electra Edition. Or something like that. Or some famous stripper. Famous strippers are a thing.
So I think we can still pay Matt. We can sponsor Matt to go do... We can sponsor him to do Just Dance 4 tournaments if they ever come in the Chicago area.
You think?
Definitely.
That would be fun.
All we have to do is pay him a little bit of cash.
I'd like to put
And then
footage
we
of
can
that.
bring him back and interview him about this whole thing. It's just hilarious as shit.
I think that would be worth it.
No, it's totally a thing that can happen.
Oh, Kim Jong is silly.
In fact, title's right now the official Just Dance 4 professional podcast. Like, as if we want to do that, we can keep up to date every month. Or every week, even. We can update with, you know, who won this championship, you know? Because everyone cares, right? You all care.
A nice little esports spotlight wouldn't be terrible.
Yeah, given. Like, that Dota 2 championship
I don't think you can
is
be
going
a
on right now. I think.
semi-newsy channel without having some sports. Even if they are
What's he?
sports. Esports.
Whatever.
Oh, you guys should all play in our Mario Kart tournament. So,
Oh, God.
this is important. That's super fun. We've been playing Mario Kart a lot.
I don't think we've mentioned that yet.
We have not.
No.
We've mentioned that we've played it.
No, I don't think we've mentioned Mario Kart at all.
We did a little bit.
I don't think we did.
But we mentioned... I haven't mentioned that I like to play with tilt controls.
That's a thing.
It's super much a thing. More importantly, though, is our tournaments. They apparently start every Saturday. I made this
Right.
2 days ago.
Is the code still there, right?
Code's right here. Tilty,
Okay.
mcgee.
Yep.
We
The
want to hold a tilt
tournament.
tournament. We gotta find the best tilt player in the world.
Damn straight.
Best in the world.
Best.
Not the best in your house. Not the
Because that's me, hands down.
best in your, like, I don't know, church. I
I
don't
bet
find
that's
the
a thing.
best in the grocery store. I wanna
Best
find
in the world.
The best in the world.
Best in the world.
In all of the grocery stores.
So-
In all of the churches. In all of the houses.
So down below will be the title, which is Tilty McGee, right?
Tilty McGee.
And then the code to join the tournament.
Yeah.
Unless you can actually find it there.
I promise we might play in it.
We did an entire night of tilt controlling, and we were placing top 4 usually, which was great for online play.
Which I think that says more about you guys.
Right?
What's your least favorite game? Well, we'll end it with this. I'll end it with a question. I like that idea. I think we should end every time with a question.
Right. Go ahead.
For each other and for other people.
Go ahead.
What is a game that you haven't necessarily been playing lately, but you easily see yourself going back to, or you'd like to play more of?
It's Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64. All day, every day.
Alright.
Like, it, and if it wasn't that, it'd be South Park The Stick of Truth, because it's a fun to play through every time. It's a guaranteed 12 hours of fun, usually, unless you're speed running it, which I don't know why you do, unless you're streaming it, but whatever.
What is that thing? We should talk about that next week. Anyway.
Yeah. One more game. God. I don't know, if I had to go back to an older game than maybe the last generation, I'd go with Battlefront 2.
That's a fair...
Split screen Galactic Conquest will always be fun.
That's a fair statement.
Yeah, what about you?
I'm gonna go back past the PlayStation, past the Dreamcast and the Sega Genesis. I'll go back to regular Nintendo, the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. And I've been playing it a little bit off and on, but I want to give more time into it.
I know what you're doing.
I want to play more Bomb Jack. Mighty Bomb Jack. Also, I want to go to my local arcade because we've got one of those.
Mm-hmm.
There's the original on one of the machines.
On the Play Choice 10 or whatever?
On the one that has like 100 of them. Anyway. So I'm gonna go back. I want to play more Mighty Bomb Jack when I'm at home doing nothing else.
I doubt anyone has heard of Mighty Bomb Jack that might hear this. What is Mighty Bomb Jack?
Mighty Bomb Jack is this super awesome game where you're what I assume is a Norse superhero based on your helmet that is exploring Egyptian pyramids.
Yes.
Looking for some kind of lost treasure or something.
That's one thing. If you like collecting treasure, there's literally a treasure chest like every 5 feet in this game.
If you like not collecting treasure, it's gonna be hard and it's fun.
Definitely.
It's super hard. It has multiple endings. There's a lot of secrets. Like, there's a lot of depth to this for a Nintendo game.
Sorry. You end up in the torture room for doing too good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
you go to the torture room for 90 seconds where you have to avoid bad guys flying at you.
No, not 90 seconds.
That's right.
50 jumps.
50 jumps. Right. And that takes time. It's about 90 seconds.
We should get torture room footage and throw that up.
Oh, God.
I can get there easy now.
We should stream this.
We should stream Mighty Bomb Jack. It's fun.
And tilt only Mario Kart 8.
Mighty Bomb Jack, and I also, if I had to go back to a newer game, it's not even newer, that's N64. I was going to say Conker's Bad Fur Day, because Singing Pooh never gets old.
I can't get into that game.
I don't know, really. That's kind of surprising. But you don't like platformers.
I love Banjo-Kazooie too. I love Banjo-Tooie.
Okay.
Which is easily the most comparable game on the console. Right?
Yeah, they're pretty similar.
They're the same company. Not the same team, but...
I don't know if there is a newer game I'd put more time into. You know what game I want to put more time into? You know what game I want you guys to put more time into, even though you've probably already missed the free download? Gotham City Imposters. All of you.
That's right.
Super fun.
It's done today, Wednesday the 16th. But moving on from that, Battle Block Theater is now free to download on Xbox Live. And I guess I'll mention PS3 just cause. Dead Rising 3 in a game called Vessel, blah blah blah. Who cares? Moving on. Battle Block Theater, free to play. Not free to play, sorry. Free to download, Xbox Live Arcade.
By definition? I guess not free to play because you have to have gold.
Yes.
That was weird, and I talked with water in my mouth, and I won't do that from now on. I'm gonna cut out all the. I'm gonna right here. I'm gonna make an amendment. I'm gonna go and make my goals for the next podcast right now. 1, we're gonna have people listen to it. 2, I'm gonna cut out all the ums and likes and all those space savers, except for like this stuff, because that's usually me finding the things we're looking